Have you ever seen a team or especially a coach celebrate after a defeat? Indeed, it was Jose Mourinho, the special one, in 2010, where his team lost to Barcelona 1-0 in the Champions League semi-final second leg at the Camp Nou, which is considered as the kingdom of FC Barcelona, and still reached the finals of the UEFA Champions League 2010. So today we will discuss about this great achievement Jose Mourinho and his Inter Milan side achieved to reach the finals, and why this moment is termed as the favorite Champions League memory of Jose Mourinho. So without any ado, I am Atavaris Varsi and let's dive into the video.
Hold up.
Let's highlight the background first and why this victory was so special to the special one. It all started when Frank Rijkaard resigned as FC Barcelona coach, and the position was now open and was up to Barcelona's management to select which coach they would like to bring in. Jose Mourinho was one of the best candidates to become the Barcelona coach at that time. Talking about his managerial career up till 2007, he had won the Champions League with Porto in 2004, and his reign with Chelsea was also an outstanding one. But there were concerns about his reputation and behavior. The Barcelona board thought he would push his agenda and his style of play didn't match Barcelona's one. Mourinho was entitled to feel that he had a shot at the job because his chief rival was Pep Guardiola, who was Barcelona's reserve side coach and was an emerging and untried coach. Ferran Soriano, the then financial vice president of FC Barcelona, recalled that Mourinho was pushing very hard for the job. Marc Ingla, the vice president of the football affairs, also recalled that the amazing pressure Mourinho was putting to get the job. But it was not meant to be, as Barcelona decided to take on Pep Guardiola and lead the Barcelona young side, and the rejection by FC Barcelona board poisoned Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho took on the Inter Milan job, whereas Barcelona went with Pep Guardiola. 2 years on, and Pep Guardiola created such a Barcelona team that defeated Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United in the 2008-2009 Champions League finals and won the trophy in Rome by a margin of 2-0. Especially, Barcelona became the only team in history for the first time to win a sextuple. Guardiola acted quickly to root out the problems from the dressing room. He discarded Ronaldinho and Deco and focused on the La Masia graduates like Lionel Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Piqué. Success was coming in his way, and Guardiola had rebuilt the church Johan Cruyff had once left. Now Barcelona had the chance to retain the Champions League trophy and become the first team to do such a feat. But for that, they had to face Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan in the semi-finals of the UCL 2010. Jose Mourinho at Inter Milan had assembled a crack unit. In the summer transfer of 2009, he had brought in Brazilian centre-back Lucio, who added that pace in the defense line. He also brought in Wesley Sneijder, who was one of the contenders to win the Ballon d'Or in 2009-2010. Talking about his further acquisitions, he also brought in the underrated striker Diogo Milito. Also, he purchased Goran Pandev. So his team was quite brilliant and they performed exceptionally well in all competitions. They won matches, they created controversies, as you can expect from Jose Mourinho. And then arrived April 20, 2010, the first leg between Inter Milan and FC Barcelona at San Siro Stadium. Inter defeated Barcelona 3-1 at San Siro, and the reigning champions were completely demolished at the Italian stadium. Talking about the match, Inter Milan showed pure resilience and pure counter-attacking style. First, they wiped out Pedro's goal thanks to Wesley Sneijder, who struck the net. Then in the second half came Maicon and Milito, who struck the net and made the scoreline 3-1. FC Barcelona was completely hurt by this loss, as their flaws and cracks in the team as well as their gameplay was completely opened up by the counter-attacking style of Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan. Ibrahimovic described the dressing room as a disaster after the loss, as the team had to travel by a bus to Italy's airport. Even after the loss, fans all around the world expected Barcelona to bounce back in the second leg at Camp Nou. But the situation was completely reversed. And let's talk about the second leg. And the second leg was nothing short of an epic battle. Lucio, the Inter Milan defender, still recalls this moment as the most tough match he has played in his life, with an attendance of over 96,000 and the whole world watching that Inter Milan defense performing exceptionally well against that Barcelona continuous flowing attacks. Now the whole melodrama started when Thiago Motta was sent off in the 28th minute when he raised his elbow against Sergio Busquets. Now this was a clear foul and a clear yellow card too, and Motta was already on a yellow card, so a red card was inevitable for Thiago Motta. But the reaction from Busquets, the peekaboo reaction he gave after the foul, enraged the Inter Milan fans as well as the neutral fans. They thought that Busquets had done some extra acting to reduce Inter Milan to 10 men, and this enraged specifically Jose Mourinho and his team, who were standing as soldiers on the pitch. Till the end of first half, Inter Milan managed to keep Barcelona at bay as their 3-1 aggregate was still intact. They had just 15.3% of the ball, one of the lowest, if not the lowest percentage of the ball in a UCL knockout match. Barcelona pushed and pushed and pushed. All the action of Barcelona were at the end of the Inter Milan's box, but they didn't have that time or that space to shoot. Not even Messi had their chances. So Barcelona were trying their level best, but the Inter Milan defense refused to give up. That Jose Mourinho was resilient, that his team would not give up against this Barcelona side, who thought they were the best among all of them, but they were just as cynical as any other team. But then came the 83rd minute when Gerard Piqué scored the goal for FC Barcelona, which made the scoreline at Camp Nou 1-0, but the aggregate 3-2. One goal would have been enough for FC Barcelona to reach the finals of the Champions League 2010. In fact, Bojan also defeated Julio Cesar in the dying minutes of the match and scored a goal. But the goal was disallowed because a handball against Yaya Toure was given. And then the final whistle was blown by the referee, and Inter Milan has seized the match and had reached the finals of the 2010 Champions League. The scenes of celebration will long live in the memory. Mourinho has a fine collection of knee slides, but this was something else, more akin to the behavior of a striker who has just scored the winning goal. He pointed to the crowd, to the heavens even. For Mourinho, this triumph was personal. There was the sense of a man's work being redeemed. Mourinho's moment was made all the more satisfying by the efforts to stifle his celebrations. Having always railed against the idea that Barca were classier, he reveled in the lack of sportsmanship as goalkeeper Victor Valdés of FC Barcelona tried to usher him from the pitch. The decision to turn on the sprinklers as the partying continued only underlined his point. Inter Milan then went on and won the Champions League in 2010 when they defeated FC Bayern Munich 2-0 in the finals. Whereas talking about FC Barcelona, they definitely bounced back and became the greatest team to ever grace the game. Do let me know your thoughts on Jose Mourinho's managerial career in the comment section. Also follow us on our social media handles like Twitter and Instagram. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, follow and subscribe our channel Football Express.